as you've said, mosquitoes are, they're terrible. They transmit loads of infections. Okay,
Yes.
so the likes of if you enjoy a drink. So if you just before bed, or let's say you're on holiday, because that's where we'll get mosquitoes. Yeah, on holiday, you're out. You're out in the evening. You're having a good time. You're having your cocktail or whatever it is you're having, and then you go to bed because you've been drinking. Mosquitoes tend to be attracted to people who've been drinking, and this.
All I remember when I was young and in Ghana, anytime I had malaria, I just remember vomiting yellow. Welcome to Consultation Room Podcast.
Welcome back. Now, have you actually ever wondered how some people can sit outside all evening and not be bothered at all, while others seem to attract, well, let's just say, unwanted attention? What's really going on? In today's episode, which is the very last of season 2, we dive into a surprising science of why certain people get picked out of the crowd. So stick around. This topic will sting your curiosity. So, Steph.
Yes.
Last burning question episode.
Yes. I'm
excited.
Season 2.
Good. That's good. That's good. So I've got a question for you. So this is going to be a bit of an interactive episode. As much as it's a burning question, I think it's going to be a little bit interactive.
Yes.
But to start with, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, have you ever traveled somewhere and then you wake up the next morning and you've got all this bites all over your skin?
Yes. I feel like these insects love my body. They love my blood. It's like when they taste it, it's time to go call their other friends to come and feed on me. Like, yes. I attract so many insects and I don't like them. Yeah. But yes, I do get that. Anytime I travel or anywhere like humid, even in the UK, I feel to attract these things. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure you're the same, isn't it?
Do you know what? I am weird. Like there's places that I'm like, I expected worse than that. And then there's places I'm like, hold on, what's going on here? So it's so weird. Like there's places that I'm not that I'm hoping, but I'm expecting to be bitten a bit more. And I'm like, that's not too bad. And there's places I'm just, like not bothered in that. Literally, I come out and I'm like, hold on, what just happened? Now, like when we went to Bali, the mosquitoes in Bali do not play. Well, I don't know if it's mosquito. I don't actually know what that is. I don't know what it was that was biting us. But I remember waking up and literally we had the most enlarged bites. Like it was like this thing was numbing coming up with me. Yes. And it was worse for my fiance, who at the time was my boyfriend. It was worse for him. I remember literally we had to literally go to the chemist and try to get something because again we're in a foreign area, a foreign country. So it was more of what do we actually get, But yes, I am exactly like you, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate. How is it for your family? Do your kids get bitten as well? Your husband?
Yes, we all do. Honestly, I feel like it's our blood. My kids, especially. My husband, every now and then, but not as much as me and the kids. Oh Lord, it's like there's something special about
Something
us.
special about you guys. Okay.
Yes.
Well, today's episode, we're going to find out, is there actually something special about you guys or is it all in your head? Okay. So we're talking today about mosquito bites, to be precise, because some of the other bites is not too bad. You get away with it and it is what it is. You might get an infection, but antibiotics will do the job. But when it comes to mosquito bites, we're looking at, certain diseases that you could get. So we want to prevent that. And the only way to prevent it is to understand why me,
Yeah.
So there is a theory that suggests that blood types may determine mosquito preferences.
I see.
Now, you might be asking, what blood type, right? Okay, I've got you. So, a 2019 study found that mosquitoes mosquito vector of dengue virus, preferred the type O blood than other blood types. Yes. So type O, I think they tested between type O and type A. They always went to the type O.
Yep, that's
I'm
me.
not. You're a type O?
Yes.
Oh, how did I know? Do you know, we've never talked about what our blood types are.
Oh, yeah. What are
There
you?
you go. I'm an A positive.
I'm
Yeah.
O, but I can't remember. I think I'm either O negative and my husband is positive.
Listen,
so I had to have like the.
You're O, so. Oh, you're
Makes
both
sense.
O?
Yes.
This is good news. I need to. So now I know you can be my donor. I'm like, okay, if I need blood,
Yes.
you're donating my blood. You can be
Don't
my
worry,
donor.
you can come to me. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. If I ever need blood, I know where to go.
Don't worry, I
It's
got
weird.
you.
Why do we not talk about these things?
I know.
Right? So, well, actually, I'd forgotten about my blood type until we were going to Bali, and we thought, I said to my boyfriend, fiance, let's find our blood types just in case of anything. We need to know these things. I need to know your blood type. You need to know mine, because if there's ever any accidents, you know, this is information. It can be like, yeah, she's allergic to this. This is her blood type. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry to let you know that your blood type might be attracting those mosquitoes. Okay.
I knew I was special.
You knew you were special. I mean, you're special enough carrying an O blood group, but
Yes.
you know, there's also something else, you know, to that.
Lord.
So, but there's also some research notes that say otherwise. So researchers reported a likelihood of being a mosquito magnet has more to do with just the blood type. So they said that it might also have to do with body odor, microbiota, and not necessarily blood type. But I'm going with blood type because, come on, like, now
I
also
don't smell.
you might. Exactly. Now you might actually wonder, how do they know my blood type, right? Like, how smart are these things that they can smell me from a distance and be like, this is Steph, you know? So blood type antigens can normally be found in the saliva and also, you know, tears, you know, secretions, things like that, right? So mosquitoes tend to sense this antigen as they approach a person. So when they're approaching you, because of your saliva and even maybe your sweat, you know, because of the antigens, they can smell, this is a person to start with. And then I suppose they can smell you're a type O. And however, there's not really any research that has been done to support this idea, but that's what there has been talks about, like, because people have wondered, how do they know? Because I've been reading a lot about this type O business, okay? Because I was like, when I found out about this, I'd say maybe a couple of months ago, and I was reading about it because I was like, hold on, what is going on, and how do they know? And that's the idea that people have, that maybe because of like the antigens, the blood type antigens found in saliva and things like that, they can smell and they can know, you know, what blood, you know, to go for, basically. Now, another study from 2004 showed that mosquitoes land on O positive and O negative blood far more than any other blood types. Okay. And as I said, there was another study in 2019 that suggested exactly the same. So there is studies out there that have shown that mosquitoes will mainly go for O versus any other blood groups. And I think what happened is with this study is they basically exposed people to mosquitoes, and it just so happened that mosquitoes were landing on carriers of O blood versus any other blood group. So what does that mean? They love that blood.
They love it. They love our blood. Yes. Yes. I knew there was something special about me and my family.
About you.
All the time.
I love this.
All the time.
This whole time, yeah, you could have been like, okay, Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we will get a little bit into exactly what happens with a bite. So we all
Okay.
know, or at least I hope we all know, that only female mosquitoes will bite humans. Okay. And the reason the female mosquitoes do this is so that they get a blood meal. What does that mean? What that means is there is protein in our blood. So they need that protein from our blood to be able to produce eggs, to be able to produce more mosquitoes. So that's why only female mosquitoes tend to bite us. And if a male mosquito bites us, it could bite. It could. I mean, they're insects or they're whatever's. They're bugs, so they could bite if they want to. But it's mainly female mosquitoes that will tend to bite humans. And now the other theory as to what could be causing the mosquito to be attracted to you, and with researchers saying it might not necessarily just be your blood group, is something else that we produce as humans. Now, to locate their prey, they normally use antennas and palps to detect two things: carbon dioxide and odor, so body odor. Mm-hmm. Now, what happens is people with a high metabolic rate will emit more carbon dioxide. And this, of course, even includes pregnant women, people who are working out, or people who drink alcohol. High metabolic rate, more carbon dioxide. And guess what? Mosquitoes love this stuff. So if you experienced worse mosquito bites when you're pregnant, this is why.
I see. Okay. That's why they usually say pregnant women needs to protect themselves as well, because they're more susceptible to getting bitten as well. Yeah.
Exactly. We'll get into a little bit deeper into that in just a moment, but I'm just going to go through a few things as to what else attracts mosquitoes. Okay, so we've said, I mean, we've already said there's studies that's been done. Type O blood group. You guys are like literally the magnet of mosquitoes. Okay. But what I've mentioned just now is that mosquitoes can be highly sensitive to human odors. Okay, so compounds like lactic acid, ammonia, uric acid, this is normally present in sweat. These can attract mosquitoes. Okay. So if you have a high lactic acid produced in your sweat, or uric acid, mosquitoes will kind of smell and be like, yeah, that's where we're going. So they love that stuff. Another thing that mosquitoes love, as we have said, is breath. So carbon dioxide, which is exhaled by humans. So normally what happens is they will detect this in a distance, and this will of course help them identify that this is a human being. We need to go there and get our food. And then the heavier we breathe, the more carbon dioxide we produce or express. Therefore, they'll be like, yeah, this is where we need to go, because again, that attracts them. So I'm so sorry, but if you're a runner, if you enjoy your runs, that means you produce more carbon dioxide. Please take note. And another thing that mosquitoes actually love is warmth. So anything that is warm and cozy, they're just like us, Steph. We like our cozy beds. That's mosquitoes as well. Yeah. And if you're a human being who eliminates loads of heat, so I don't know about you, Steph, and I think this is where I come in play, right? I in the night, during the day, if you touch my hands and feet during the day, I am cold as ice. In the night, I'm a furnace. I am so hot.
Same here. I get so hot. Sometimes when my husband is cold, he was like, "Can you come closer, please, so that I can warm myself
Yes,
up?" I'm like, "I'm not your radiator,
Exactly. So if you eliminate a lot more warmth in the night, so that could actually explain why you both have the same blood group, but because you have a warmer, you eliminate more warmth, they prefer you to your husband. And what actually happens is they like places or areas where there's a little bit more warmth. So the head, the neck, because there's it's warmer there normally. Or extremities where heat is eliminated. This is where they enjoy, to just they thrive basically. And so you might wake up and you're like, oh my god, my face, I've got bites on my face or my neck. That's because they landed on that area and they're like, oh, O group. And on top of that,
I
she's nice and
see.
warm. This is our meal for today.
But I usually get bitten on my arm or, not my thighs, like, my calf at the back. Yeah, at the back. I don't know why.
Maybe
It's
that's where
very
the warmth
juicy.
is. Maybe that's
Okay.
where it's
It's
juicy and
very juicy.
that's where the warmth is.
I see.
Oh, yes. Now,
Hmm.
we talked a little bit about pregnant women, right?
Yeah.
And basically, pregnant women have a bit more raised temperature, so they get a little bit
Mm.
warmer, right? And of course,
Yes.
because of hormonal changes, these can sometimes change the chemical composition of things like sweat.
Mm.
So as I said, mosquito love, sweat that has got high uric acid, ammonia, things like that. So because
Yeah.
when you're pregnant, because of these hormonal changes, your sweat might be a little bit more, what the mosquitoes prefer. And that's why
Mm.
you might get bitten a bit more when you're pregnant than when you're not. And for
Okay.
you, Steph, oh my God,
Mm.
it's like tick, tick, tick. So
You
she's
know.
an O blue, she's an O groups, tick. She's warm in the night, tick.
Yeah. Oh
When you're
Lord.
pregnant, tick.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Now, another
Wow.
thing I found out as well is what you're wearing, especially in the evenings,
Okay.
that's when mosquitoes are present mainly,
Mm.
will attract mosquitoes. So mosquitoes actually love dark clothing, so black, navy, things like that.
Yes.
Mosquitoes love that stuff.
Yeah.
So if you like going to bed in like dark pajamas or you have dark beddings, that is something mosquitoes are gonna love. So, and this has been, it's a research that was done in 2018, so it has been proven that mosquitoes love dark clothing, dark colors. So please avoid this, especially when you're out in the evenings enjoying your,
Yep.
please avoid this. And if you enjoy a drink, so if you just before bed, or let's say you're on holiday, because that's where we'll get mosquitoes. Yeah, on holiday, you're out, you're out in the evening, you're having a good time, you're having your cocktail or whatever it is you're having, and then you go to bed. Because your blood, because you've been drinking, mosquitoes tend to be attracted to people who've been drinking. And this is a study that was done in 2002, that there's something, I think, in your blood. I think maybe maybe you produce maybe more uric acid, things like that.
See.
Yes, the mosquitoes would prefer that.
Okay.
So if you've been wondering why, you're basically mosquito magnet, these are some of the reasons. Now, I found something quite interesting, actually. So I found out that mosquitoes will prefer identical twins than
Wow.
fraternal twins.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
These things are clever. These things are
Yeah.
clever. Yes. So there was a study that was done in 2015, and it found that nearly 67% of attraction, which is similar to levels at which height and IQ are genetically linked, mosquitoes will normally prefer this. So identical twins share more similar body odor than non-identical twins, and also
Okay.
just their genetic makeup is similar or is more the same. So this plays a very big role in body odor and mosquito attraction. So if you're identical twins and you're wondering why us, and then there's another set of twins and they're never bitten, this could be it. Yes.
These little insects, so clever.
Exactly. So that's what I found out when it comes to what mosquitoes prefer, or what they're attracted to, what kind of people they're attracted to, what is it about certain people that attracts mosquitoes. That's what I found. Now I'm gonna ask you a question,
Okay.
and that's why I say this will be a bit more interactive.
Yeah.
When you're going away on holiday, or you're going somewhere and there's plenty of mosquitoes, or like that this area, like, okay, so you're going to, I'll just give you I don't know, an example, like you're going to Kenya, okay, not
Yeah.
Nairobi, you're going to places like Mombasa, seaside.
Okay.
And then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, you go to the BNF and you're like, oh yeah, I need to get anti-malarials.
Okay.
But let's be honest, that's not always 100%, right? You'll still get bitten. Like, that's going to prevent you
Yes.
from malaria. It's not going to prevent you from the bites. So
No,
what do you
yeah.
do, Steph, to prevent the bites?
So there are some, like, those sprays where you can
Yeah.
rub on your skin to put, like, mosquito repellent. That's what they call it.
Mosquito
So I
repellents.
was like,
Yeah,
spray. Yeah, they have like mosquito repellent where you can rub on your skin. Or
Yes.
I think there was one time, yeah, when I was coming to Ghana, I was pregnant,
Yeah.
so I couldn't use the repellent. So I was like, oh, what can I use then? So they have
Right.
these bands, like
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mosquito repellent bands.
bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently those are natural. I can't remember what
Yeah.
it contains, but
Yeah.
they're like some bands where they repel mosquitoes and stuff. So I use
Mm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
There was something else one of my aunties told me.
Mm-hmm.
It was some natural remedy. Like, I can't remember if it was lime or
Really?
something. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do to spray yourself. But I was like, I
Yeah. Oh,
don't
you
want to
spray
do that.
yourself.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, I need to find out. I need to
Yeah.
find out. Yeah, it was one
Okay.
mixture you could do at home and just spray it
Yeah.
on yourself.
And it's
But I
not
was like,
peppermint? Or is
was
peppermint
it
for
peppermint?
spiders?
I think that's for
What is
spiders.
peppermint? Is that
Yeah,
that's for spiders?
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah, it was something that you could do like in your kitchen, but I can't remember the
Mm.
ingredient. Yeah, I just need to remember. Yeah, but
Okay.
I usually get mosquito repellent. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
mosquito repellent is your go-to if you are
Yes.
traveling somewhere and you know there's going to be mosquitoes. We need to
Yeah.
avoid those bites. So come get a mosquito repellent. But also,
Yes.
we always advise on what you're actually wearing. So make sure you're
Mm.
wearing long sleeve, long pants
Yes.
during the evenings, especially. And then
Yeah.
there's actually now clothing that is treated with insect repellent, or you can actually treat it
Okay.
with insect repellent before wearing it. So the
Mm.
mosquito will repel you, because that's what you
Okay.
want. Yes. And then, of course, as we've said, mosquitoes are attracted to darker colors. So don't get that
Yes.
dark linen shirt or that brown,
Yeah.
khaki pants or no. Avoid all these dark colors. Get the
Yes.
pink and the red,
That's
bright
right.
colors.
Mm.
White, white. I don't know if actually mosquito would see white as a color. So maybe avoid that. Listen, you're trying to avoid mosquito bites by all means possible. So
Mm.
get the bright colors.
Yeah.
What also says, of course, eliminate stagnant waters in pools, buckets, flower pots, places like that.
Mm.
Because that is a breeding area for mosquitoes. So any
Mm.
stagnant water, please just eliminate it. Now, I don't know how you're going to do with the pools though, because you're on holiday and you've got
You
your
wanna
private pool.
yeah.
So, or maybe, the thing is because mosquitoes don't like stagnant water, maybe get something that kind of moves the water every few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that can be maybe an option. And of course, if you've got like open windows because you're on holidays hot, maybe just install window screens. So things that will prevent mosquitoes from coming in. And then there's the nets. So there's a mosquito nets.
Oh, yeah.
They're not the most aesthetically pleasing things in the bedroom, but we are here trying to prevent mosquito bites, so by all means get those mosquito nets. And
Yeah.
they also say use AC in warmer months because
Yes.
apparently that
That
actually helps as
actually
well.
works. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it really does, because we've tried it in Ghana before, where like you're in the evenings or anytime when you see a mosquito, just put the AC on, it
Yes.
weakens them. It's like they can't fly anymore.
Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So AC definitely
Okay.
works. Yeah.
And I suppose because, as we've said, they love the warmth. So when there's an AC,
Yes.
it's keeping the place nice and cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. So they say use an AC in warmer months. That will actually help prevent any mosquito bites because there'll be no mosquitoes that'll fly out.
Yeah.
But those are the ways to prevent mosquitoes. Now, as we've said, mosquitoes are, they're terrible. They transmit loads of infections. Okay.
Yes.
So the likes of dengue fever, Zika virus. I think there's this one called chikungunya,
Oh, wow.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, even there's the West Nile fever. These are things, and of course malaria.
Yeah.
If you were born in Africa and you lived there for a few years, you must have got malaria at some
At
point
some
in your
point.
life. In your
Yes.
life, and that thing does not joke. Do you have? Steph, do you have any crazy malaria stories?
All I remember when I was young and in
Yeah.
Ghana, anytime I had malaria, I just remember
Yeah.
vomiting yellow. I
Mm.
hated it so much, and you feel so weak.
Weak.
Oh
Mm.
Lord, it's like you can't move, like you're
It's just,
so
do you know
limp.
what? There's times, I tell you what, there's times in the UK I felt that weakness and I'm like, oh my God, is this malaria? And I'm like, no, Trudy, you're in UK. You
You're
can't
in
be
the
getting
UK, mate.
malaria.
You know?
But malaria is
Oh
not
Lord.
something to joke about. We have to have,
No.
in season 3, you have to have an episode on malaria.
Yes, we
So
will.
if you
We
have
will.
any stories on malaria, if you have really like interesting story, I don't want to say exciting because there's nothing exciting about malaria.
No.
Interesting stories about malaria, maybe a time
Get in
you
touch.
know you've got
Yeah.
exactly you got malaria, please get in touch. I just
Yeah.
remember one time I had, like, I'd say maybe a mild cerebral malaria. I
Yeah.
was little, and because you hallucinate with that, you
Mm.
actually hallucinate. And I remember my mom was working. She was working in hospital. She was a nurse, and she was at work. And I remember, like, I went to bed because I was so ill and I was so weak. I was just not right. And when I woke up, I remember just like screaming, "Where's mom? Where's mom? I need my mom!"
Oh.
Like I was not in my right mind, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
was little as well, so they had to like kind of like calm me down and all of that. But it's not, honestly, it's the worst thing that you could get. It's
Yeah.
so bad. So
Yeah.
there's ways to prevent it. As we've said, if you're traveling to some of these places, come into the pharmacy. We will discuss whether you need antimalarials or not, because
Yeah.
malaria is no joke. But of course, whether you're going to a place where you can get malaria, there's mosquitoes everywhere. That's one thing. There's
Yeah.
going to be mosquitoes. There's mosquitoes in the UK, okay?
Yes.
And they bite. They bite. You know what? Last week, I was working in Jersey, one of the smaller islands outside of the UK. And I kid you not, one day, and I thought maybe they were flying, maybe the mosquitoes were, I don't know, moving,
Yeah.
like moving from one area to, maybe they're moving from France to UK or UK to France. I can't tell. And that was their route, via Jersey. Because honestly, one day, and I'm not joking, there was at least 10 people who came into pharmacy, and it's not like tiny little bites. These things were numbing. They were numbing and going. They were cutting, like literally half a kilo of people's skin and going with it. Because all the people who came with mosquito bites, it was so bad. It was almost as though they got beat by a child. It was that big.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was all over. And it was one after the other. And I kept saying to the girls, what is going on in Jersey? Why is everyone coming in with mosquito bites? So I genuinely think they were moving from UK to France.
And do you know something? There's something about UK mosquitoes, yeah. They are so big as compared to the ones in Africa. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, listen, sometimes I think they're spiders. Sometimes it's just mosquito. They're massive.
Yeah.
So even their teeth must be, or whatever, their fangs, whatever it is, they must be advanced. It's one of those, they bite you.
They're feeding well. That's why.
They're feeding well. Well-fed mosquitoes. Honestly. No, but they're massive. You're right. They're absolutely massive. Yeah. So there's something about, you're right, there's something about them, because everyone who came in, I kept thinking, oh my God. And then some of them, the bite was so bad that the area was literally swollen, very inflamed, to a point that I thought, listen, go get some antibiotics, because that is quite bad. But yes, so there's mosquitoes everywhere. There's ways we can prevent mosquito bites. We've talked about some of these ways of how to prevent mosquito bites, because we want to prevent it. Prevention is always better than cure.
Yep.
Now, how do we treat mosquito bites, Steph?
Mosquito bites. So most of the time, it starts to feel itchy. It's inflamed. So you want something that would help with the itchiness, something that would help the swelling go down.
Yes.
So I normally get like antihistamine cream or something just to apply it. If that doesn't work, I do go a bit extreme and buy like hydrocortisone 1% cream or something. Because I'm like, you need to go fast, So Mine is either the antihistamine or the hydrocortisone cream.
So yeah.
Like, yeah. I just because it gets so itchy at nighttime. You know, when you're sleeping, you're
Yes.
just scratching. Like I don't like that
Yes.
feeling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes with my kids, I end up giving them like Piriton or something just to
Just to
have at
help ease the
nighttime to help
itching
them.
and to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But those are what
Honestly.
I normally go for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
What I would actually advise is when you've had a mosquito bite, you can also apply a cold compress. Normally,
Okay.
cold compress will help relieve the itching slightly and also just bring down the swelling. Because especially,
Yeah.
and I'm just saying from a point of view of these patients that I did see a couple of weeks
Mm.
ago. So because this, like the hand was so swollen, honestly, it was really, really swollen.
Mm.
I said to her, can you just get a cold compress just to put it down, to bring the swelling down slightly? And also will
Yeah.
help prevent the itching, because I think sometimes it's itching because it's also hot. You know, the skin is hot to
Yes.
touch. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So that will bring it down slightly. And another, you will love this, Steph, because you like your home remedies. And maybe you've tried it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But have you ever tried baking soda paste?
No.
Mm-hmm. So a
Okay.
tablespoon of baking soda with water, and just
Yeah.
mix it, make it into a paste, and apply it on like the
Mm.
mosquito bites. This will help relieve the itching and
Mm.
eventually relieve the swelling.
Okay. I guess if I don't
Yes.
have anything, I can
You
resort
don't
to
have
that.
anything, you know, exactly. If you
Yeah.
don't have your hydrocortisone, get your baking soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
Um,
know, one thing I also remember, pseudocreme. Oh my God, I did say
mm,
it's a magic cream, right? So
mm-hmm.
anytime my kids also have a bite, I apply that as well because it
Oh,
helps
yeah.
cool them down.
And it's an
Yeah. So
antiseptic as well, so prevent any
yes.
infection, you know,
Yeah. I
irritation,
like that
anything
one
like that.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Mm.
pseudocreme is good.
Yes.
Other over-the-counter products I would say is things like anti-itch creams, so
Mm.
Antisun or the likes. Those would actually help with
Yes.
that. Or if it's like really, really itchy, things like Urax will help as well.
Yes.
And of course, there's the after-bite creams. So if you go to the pharmacy and you ask for an after-bite cream, they will give you an after-bite cream. It helps again relieve the itching and the swelling. And as Steph said,
Yeah.
your good old antihistamines, your good old, steroid, as long as
Mm.
it's not, open skin, it's not a wound now, they'll be putting
Yeah.
steroids on that. And of course, even aloe vera. Aloe vera does
Oh,
cool the
yes.
skin, doesn't it? So
True.
if it's very, very itchy, get some aloe vera. You know what I like to do with aloe vera? I like to put aloe vera in the fridge,
Okay.
so it's nice and cool.
And cool.
So when I'm
Yeah.
putting it on the skin, honestly, it's the nicest thing ever. Try that.
Yeah. I can imagine that actually. Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's nice and
Yeah.
cool, isn't it?
That'll be
If
very
you've got an aloe
soothing.
vera
Yeah.
plant, by the way, you can get aloe vera plants. Some people have aloe vera plants at home. Just
Yes.
cut a little bit and put that on yourself. So
Oh,
yes.
nice.
And what I always say is just try to resist the urge to itch, because that's when our things are going downhill. You start
Truly.
opening in
It's
the
easier
wound.
said than done,
It is, I know.
It's
But you know
easier
what?
honestly.
Do you know what I do? Especially when it's on my hands, I try wear a top that is tight on my hands and it's long sleeve. So it will need me going it upsets me. So it's like I'm upset because I'm trying to itch and I can't.
Yeah.
So it's like, I give up. I think also that whole idea of trying to get there, you kind of like occupy your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
So that can be a thing that you can do. But
Okay.
I know that for sure. It is easier said than done.
Because that feeling when it's itchy. Oh.
Oh, it's the worst.
Once it starts question, it's like you can't stop.
Oh, it's one of those as well. You want to get something and just literally keep going there and just keep, a hairbrush or something that has got more bristles or something.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, no. But yeah, so that is the end of Burning Question episode and the end of Burning Question series of season 2.
Wow.
Yeah, so now we know why mosquitoes will be attracted to some people and not others. Because I know for sure that for you, Steph, especially, it must really boggle your mind because you're like, you were in the same place,
Mm.
why haven't your cousins been bitten as much as you?
Yes. Now it makes sense. It makes
Hmm.
sense. Don't worry. I've
Yeah.
accepted it. I've accepted it.
Exactly. And also
Mm.
because you know that, at least you know that, okay, now you are vulnerable. You need to do something about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
season 2 of Banning Question or I
Hmm.
suppose season 2 of Banning Question series has been really good. What
Yes.
has been your highlight of Banning Question episodes?
My highlight. Hmm. Do you know what? This season, yeah, has been so
Hmm.
good. I've learned so
Mm,
much from the burning question, from
yeah.
like especially the candles. I learned so
Mm,
much.
yeah.
And okay, my favorite was the microbiome one. Do you know
Yeah.
why? It
Hmm.
was like the stories you were telling me as
Yeah.
well. Like,
Hmm.
I really loved that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, you know what? The
Hmm.
gut is very important as much as like,
Mm,
sometimes we just go with like, yeah, go with your gut feeling. The way you explained it, I was like,
hmm. That makes sense.
okay. Yes. So I really
Mm.
enjoyed that series. Yeah, I really enjoyed that
Okay.
burning
Well, I'm
question. Yeah.
glad.
What was your favorite?
My favorite in season 2. Oh, you're right. Season 2 was really good, and I learned so much.
Yeah.
I learned so much. I think
Yeah.
actually the thing that sticks out to me is the eyelashes.
Oh yeah. You know what? I actually forgot about that as well.
Yeah, because that seems like because season 2 has been so long, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason we are saying this is the last episode is because we are literally an episode away from our final episode of season 2 because it's been such a long
Oh, that's
season.
true.
Yeah, we've had 50 plus episodes out,
Mm.
and out of those 50, there's been at least 17 or so that has been burning questions. So
Yeah.
season 2
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
definitely
It's been
been
good.
a long one. It's been a good one, yes. But
Yes.
yes, I think eyelashes.
Yes.
I like every
Mm.
time now. Even I'm trying to like. I have some events coming up, and I'm trying to get glammed and all of that. But I'm constantly like, I don't know if I should because I don't want to be wearing
Mm.
these eyelashes with this or using these
Yeah, yeah,
adhesives.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be so that has
True.
like I feel like that has affected me in a positive
Yeah.
way where I'm a little bit more
True.
conscious
Mm.
about some of the health and beauty products that I use. But
Yes.
I just feel
Yes.
season 2 has been really good for banning questions.
It has. It has. Wow.
Yeah.
Season 3, we need to step up
We need
because
to step up. No, we're
this has
stepping
been good.
up in season
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Yes.
Let us know,
Yes.
guys, what you want us to talk about in Burning Question episodes of season
Mm.
3, what the series should look like. If there's anything at all that you feel has been really touching to you in season 2 or has impacted your life in a good way, please let us know as well, because we want to know that we're doing something nice, like
Mm.
we're not just out here yapping to each other, that someone
Yeah.
else is actually listening being like, that makes sense. But
Mm.
definitely I have enjoyed season 2 of Banning Question episodes.
Same.
What
Same.
is your
It's,
takeaway, Steph, on today's episode?
wow. Today's episode. Hmm. I'm so glad you did this episode because as you mentioned, it is something that usually rings in your mind, like you're
Mm,
sitting in like in a place with a group of people and just
yeah.
you just get bitten. So
Yes.
my take home message, if you know you belong to that group of people who are vulnerable to getting bitten,
Mm-hmm.
my take home message is that please make sure you do your protective measures. So if you need to buy some mosquito repellent or do the measures that Trudy has have mentioned, maybe some long
Mm-hmm.
sleeves, long pants, don't wear dark clothes, all of that. So
Yeah.
please make sure you take these measures just to help you stop getting bitten. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is my take on message. What would be your take on message for us?
Well, my take on message is Group O, you guys are special, okay? In
Yes.
more ways than we even knew, okay? So what I'd say is, if you are of a certain blood group that is vulnerable, i.e. blood group O, just take, as you said, Steph, take extra measures. But also I'd say, if you are, as we said, pregnant, if you have been having a drink during the night and you're going to bed, just take extra measures as well. So basically, we have talked about some groups that might be a bit more vulnerable than others. So if you are in these vulnerable groups, make sure you're putting things in place to help prevent any mosquito bites. And if you're going traveling, come to the pharmacy, speak to the pharmacist. We will always have advice for you when it comes to how to prevent mosquito bites and how to prevent bites altogether. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed season 2 of Burning Questions, and I hope that you'll be here for the final episode, because we are so excited for the final episode. It's going to be a really, really good one. And until then, keep watching, keep listening, forward these to your friends, share, like, follow, subscribe. You know the drill. See you next time.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, a healthy chat is a step towards a healthy life.
If you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, drop us an email at consultationroompod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is @consultationroompod. See you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed.